What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Nikki here, and in today's video, oh my lord, I am going to be talking about if ARKK Innovation ETF is worth buying in 2021. So let's get it.
Ooh, big bag. You not talking money, you can miss me with the chit chat. I'm not with the rah-rah or the riff.
Okay, first thing first, like, dang, y'all. I've had a numerous amount of comments talking about ARKK Invest. I read a lot of market analysis. I read a lot of business analysis. I research CNBC, Bazinga, everything. And ARKK Invest is being talked about a ton right now. And so this video is going to be a little bit different just because I want to like chat it out with you guys. I see really good and I see not so great things with it. And let's just kind of chat it out in this video. And I know a lot of you love it, so let me know down below why it is that you absolutely love this ETF. But we're just gonna, like, you know, hang out, talk about it, you know? Maybe crack a beer if you want to, maybe have a mimosa, maybe margarita, maybe if it's like 8 a.m., maybe you have a glass of chocolate milk, I don't know, apple juice. Oh. I love apple juice, man. Anyway, let's just go ahead and talk about ARKK. Okay, so let's just get a quick overview of what it looks like. So here is ARKK Innovation ETF, currently around the $143 mark. Oh, the last year up 171%. The last 5 years is 616-ish%. They do have a dividend, I guess, of 0.08%, so that's cool. But this isn't, I don't believe, something you get into for that. So overall, obviously, it's a very hyped up ETF, probably, you know, honestly for pretty good reason. But let's go ahead, let's chat a little bit more about it. So here are the 50 holdings that are in this ETF. Now obviously you can see here that Tesla is the top dog. It is the most heavy in the entire fund, and so I don't know, but they obviously do have some other pretty great companies in here. So let's go ahead and chat about that a little bit. So those huge returns on the 1 year and the 5 year for this company, I believe a lot of that has to do with Tesla, because Tesla has been shooting up. I feel like ever since I've got even into investing, it just keeps going up. It like never comes down. And so obviously that being the biggest holding with the highest percentage of this fund is going to affect it pretty greatly. And this ETF is kind of surrounded by the concept of investing in technology that is going to change the way the world works. Low-key, that's kind of scary. I mean, that's a little bit like, I don't know. I'm a little scared by that, to be honest with you. And it makes logical sense to me that this ETF has grown the way it has in the last year alone in 2020 because of 2020. And a lot of their holdings, like I said, Tesla, but you got Roku, you got Teladoc Health, you got Zoom, they got Shopify, Spotify, DocuSign, Square, PayPal. I mean, this ETF has amazing stocks that have absolutely crushed it this last year. Nailed it. And I would honestly highly recommend investing into those companies by themselves. But if you wanted to kind of lump it all into one, then I think ARKK would be a great choice. The only problem I have is that they have absolutely crushed it this last year. So can it continue at the rate it's going? A lot of people say yes. I believe Cathie, the queen herself, says yes. But I don't know. And that's when I start to feel a little bit uncomfortable unless I understand the company, the business itself within this holding. But I also I don't know, I get very protective of my moolah, and I just don't know. If I only know 10 out of 50 companies, I don't know a lot. So I would have to educate myself on a vast majority of the holdings because I almost never even heard of them. And if I could get to a place where I felt really confident in about 50 to 60% of the holdings in this ETF, I would probably want to invest in it. But at this point, I feel like I just don't know enough about it, and I'd have to really dive into it. Yes, you have Cathie, which we'll talk about in a second, and she's managing this stuff, and so she's very extremely intelligent, and you're basically investing in her brains, in her decisions, and her executive power to do whatever she wants in this fund. But me personally speaking, I'm so hands-on with my long-term, I'm so hands-on with my investments that I don't know if I want to trust somebody. I don't know, I just feel like it's a personal preference with where I'm at and understanding it right now. But I gotta say, with the growth it's had, with the holdings that I do like in it, it's very tempting for me to want to get into into it. But then also, you guys, I mentioned in a prior video that ETFs have maintenance fees. So basically they're these fees that are charged for basically having people run the fund for you and make all those decisions and yada yada. So, you know, normally I don't think too much of it because companies or ETFs that I want to invest in don't have insane kind of fees for me to really like think about. For example, SPYD, SPYV have a 0.04% maintenance fee. I mean, I talked about an ETF I really do like that some of you actually pointed out it has a higher fee associated with it, which is true. The OUSA ETF has a 0.48% maintenance fee. And if you want to know more about the OUSA, which is one that I honestly really enjoy, I will go ahead and link it down in the first comment below. You could check it out after this video, but that is a little bit elevated. That is a bit high. I'm not a huge fan, but I talk more in that video as to why I almost don't care and I still really love it. But the ARKK ETF has a 0.75% fee. And I know a lot of people's arguments are, well, it just grows so much, you're gonna get so much return on it, it doesn't even matter. And like, yeah, I mean, that's true, but you are giving up a lot more than a lot of other options. And then that kind of makes me think about, okay, well, I know I like things like Teladoc, I like PayPal, I like Zoom, I like, you know, like I said, about 10 to 12 of these holdings, so I could just invest into those individually and not have a fee at all and go with what I really know. I just think that ETFs are very personally decided, meaning you either want to be very hands-on, you want to look at the holdings, research all the holdings and see if it all makes sense to you. You want to pick the ones out of there that you like and you want to just hold them individually. Or you're kind of more like, you know, she's great, she's smart, everybody loves this, it has Tesla, it has all the big guys that I like, it's growing a crazy amount, I don't care what the fee is, I just want in on it, I trust her, which is totally, like, totally reasonable, it's totally cool, it's totally fine. I mean, she's a damn professional, I'm just sitting in my bedroom shooting a damn video, so there's that. But investing really does, even though it's so money, obviously, money focused, it really does come down to you as a person. What your risks are, what you're willing to do, and by do, I mean like invest, give up, what you believe in, what your goals are. Your investing journey should be very personal to you. Like, it should mean something to you. I could see me putting this ETF possibly into my growth portfolio, but even then, I would almost just rather buy shares of a couple of the holdings that I like. Literally no one ever knows what's gonna happen, so she could be absolutely just totally wrong, or she could be absolutely just mind-blowingly correct. I guess time will only tell that bit. And for me, an ETF is supposed to have like a plethora of holdings that I know is extremely diversified and not one position has way more power than others. And the fact that the top 10 holdings of this ETF make up 50% of the fund, could be great, could be bad. It could have a major pullback. You could see a ton of money leave your account, well, leave your position, I guess. You don't lose it till you sell it, but a bunch of money disappear, and if you can't stomach that, if you can't handle that emotionally,
come on, just keep on moving. Shit, come on, man. Well, fuck, it's got some support right here, so, you know, maybe it'll hang on to this 16 area. Fuck! Oh shit!
You might freak out, you might, it's just very, ooh, but that's why we're seeing the returns we're seeing. So, I mean, with great risk comes great reward. I don't actually think that's to say. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. Big risk, big reward. Something like that shit, I don't know. It's been a day. It's been a damn day. And I will say that I'm actually more into this ETF than I was a month, 2 months, 3 months ago, because I just didn't know, like, how long could 2020 really last? And, quite recently I've decided this is going to be lasting a while. It's totally changed everything. Not always for the best, but it's opening a whole new world of possibilities. And if my girl Cathie Wood is super good at honing in on these opportunities and monetizing on them, then I think this ETF is going to continue to just grind higher. And so I personally can see reasons to really get excited and want in on it, but I can also see reasons to really not. And I feel like, me personally, I should never make an investment if I'm on the fence. I want to know one way or the other. Something like art, I mean, 2020 just happened, things are growing exponentially, but we haven't seen clean history of sustainability from all these things. So that just makes me a little iffy, that's all I'm saying. But I also am tempted, I will say. Let me know down below what your personal preference is and why you feel the way that you do. And also, if you could please just tap that thumbs up button, it would mean the absolute world to me. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing by hitting the NB in the bottom corner or the red subscribe button down underneath the video below. Join the crew, join the journey. I post 2 videos a week on this channel about stocks, money, finance, investing, side hustles, just making money, having a good ass time. And you guys, if you made it this far, you already know you are the real MVP. You know I love you. And like always, you guys, oh, also, if you've made it this far, I really miss vlogging like hardcore. So if you would watch a vlog of mine, can you let me know down below? I just miss it, okay? I just miss it. Anyway, that's beside the point. But also, like I always say, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. Always remember to do it, set your hearts on fire. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.